welcome to my channel. My name is Bryndís, and yes, I know Santa. I love that movie. Anyway, so today we're doing a reading vlog slash decorating my apartment for Christmas slash just being silly and being in the Christmas spirit. Right, Emma? I think so, yeah. It is the 1st of December. It is Sunday, the first Sunday in Advent, and it's time to decorate. Time to make this apartment look like a calm Christmas. I don't want like Winter Wonderland or like Santa vomited over my, or the elf vomited over my apartment. No, I want it to be calm and beautiful and relaxing and very Christmassy. I love Christmas so much. I love Christmas so much. haven't really updated you on the books that I've been reading in this supposed reading vlog. But this morning I finished The Return of the King, the third book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. If you watched my November wrap-up, you know that I also read, in November, I read The Hobbit and the first two books in this trilogy, and they are so. It has just been such joy listening to these books narrated by Andy Serkis. Oh, it's so good, and it's so interesting. I have read this book once before, and I had kind of forgotten that it's really. It goes so much more in depth with the different characters, obviously, than the movies, and it was just. And it's actually very emotional at times. You know, there are like when Pippin meets or finds Merry again after the battle, and Merry is hurt and comes to Minas Tirith, and they take him to the House of the Healing, and Pippin is just like, oh my God, Merry! They're so, and they like, their friendship is so good, and Samwise Gamgee carrying Frodo, like basically physically and metaphorically. Oh, it's so good. And then when they go back to the Shire afterwards, I had forgotten as well about Saruman and the things that were happening in the Shire that you can't see. Oh my God, that you can't see in the movie, because they a little bit changed that a little bit in the movie. And I was in the bus this morning when I was just finishing the book. I haven't read. There are like, I think, appendices until Appendix F. So there are several appendices in this book. I haven't read them. I don't know if I'm going to read them. We'll see. But in the ending, when Frodo is going to the Grey Havens, and when Sam realizes that he's going, and you're going somewhere I can't follow. I was like, I almost started to cry on the bus heading to work this morning. This book is so good. It's just, I've just been having the time of my life listening to this audiobook. It is just beyond good. And then now actually I'm going to read A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. So Katie from Books and Things is hosting an event where she's reading these kind of short stories by Charles Dickens, because he apparently wrote several Christmassy kind of short stories, novellas type of things back in the day, and when he was alive. And obviously I feel I've seen several adaptations of this story. Emma. And I just came home. It's like 7 p.m. and she's been home alone all day. So now she's just so mad and so much in need of a cuddle. She hates it when I pick her up. She gets all stiff and like, oh, leave me alone. But if I lay down or sit down, she's like all over me. I'm gonna lay down on this couch in a few minutes and cuddle you all night, okay? Let me talk to the people first. Okay? Can we do that? I don't think she agrees, but that's how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna probably I'm gonna try to find an audiobook. I think there's an audiobook in my app with this book. So I'm gonna read that. And I mean, this is super short. I'm sure it's probably less than an hour or something. So I will read that this evening before I go to sleep, and let you know what I thought about it tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna end this little reading vlog here. So I finished A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and it was really fun. I mean, I know the story very well. I've seen so many adaptations, movie, TV, and whatever. So it was just kind of an amusing thing to listen to Mr. Scrooge and his adventures with the ghosts. It's really fun. I mean, I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't like, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to want to read it again, but yeah, it's definitely festive and something fun to read around Christmas, and also just a good reminder that life isn't about becoming rich and famous or successful or whatever. Or what is success really? Is it being rich, or is it maybe having people around you that you love? So that was a fun little read, and I finished it. And then I was thinking to continue with my Tolkien project, and I will, for sure. Today I'm filming this about just over a week after I started this vlog, so it's a Sunday again. Yeah, I think I started it on last Sunday, if I remember right. And yeah, so I finished the Return of the King in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Then I read Christmas Carol, and now I'm back to Agatha Christie. So I'm reading The Labours of Hercules, which is a collection of short stories, a Poirot short stories. So basically, I really enjoyed the foreword of these stories. It was really fun because Poirot is thinking about retiring. I really should have read this book. I'm trying to read them in publication order or chronological order even, and this book really should be read, if you want to do it in a chronological order, you should read this book probably before The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Because in The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, I can't remember if it's in previous books, he's retired from like official duties. And he's moved to the countryside where he's going to try to perfect the art of growing vegetable marrows. And he's talking about that here, how he's looking forward to retiring to go and grow vegetable marrows. And his friend here, they are like talking together, and his friend is horrified. What? He's like, are you insane, basically? You're not serious. You don't mean that you're actually going to stoop? Stoop and fork dung on the things and feed them with strands of wool dipped in water and all the rest of it? And Poirot is like, yes, that's his dream of the perfect retirement. And his friend is like, seriously, Poirot, what a hobby. Compare that to an easy chair in front of a wood fire in a long, low row lined with books. Must be a long room, not a square one. Books all around one. A glass of port and a book open in your hand. Oh. That was his friend's dream of the perfect retirement. And I have to say that I agree with him. Like, never am I going to be stooping gardening when I retire. I will be reading books. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reading vlog, Christmassy reading vlog, decorating and all of those things. I love Christmas. It's my favorite and really the only holiday that I really properly celebrate. It's so much fun. But I'm gonna end it now. Thank you so much for watching, and tell me what you're reading for Christmas. What is your kind of Christmas tradition in regards to books? Well, I would love to hear that if you have any. But otherwise, I'm just gonna say goodbye. Have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, or just a good December if you don't celebrate. And I will see you in my next one. Ciao.